Someone recently asked me a question. The person asked me if I had another opportunity to go back to the university, what would I have done differently? And my answer is that I would have not focused solely on my academics. Do not get me wrong. Yes, the whole essence of going to the university is to back the degree, but there is more to the university than school. Honestly, university is the hub of opportunities because you are seeing thousands of people that you will never ever see in the same space with you. So there is so much opportunity, there's so much things that could be done. I'll be sharing things that I wish I did differently. So these things that I will share differently, I'll share will make you not just graduate, it will make you graduate with skills, with money, and with even opportunity. So if you are looking to leverage your stay in school or to maximize your stay in school, maximize your time in school, this video is for you. Hi, my name is Elizabeth, and you're welcome back to my channel. If you do not know me, if it's your first time here, I'm a recent computer science graduate from Covenant University. On today's video, I'll be sharing things I wish I did differently if I went back. I wish I did differently as an undergraduate, or things I would do differently if I had the opportunity to go back to school as an undergraduate here. So, first things first, I wish I built a skill, or I even had a skill. So for people that don't have a skill or people have a skill, so what do I mean by skill? Maybe you can do makeup, if maybe you are interested in photography, or if you are good at coding and designing and stuff. I wish I built a skill because it just makes you far better. So let's imagine two graduates, two first class graduates, in fact, one with skills, one that made money while in school and earn the living, and consider just a first class student that did nothing. Which one will you want to be? Obviously, the one that has the skills, that has the money, that has the opportunities and stuff like that. So that's why it's very important for you to build a skill. If you're interested in photography, take out the time to learn photography. And this is not for everybody, right? Some people don't know how to balance and stuff like that. But honestly, there was time. I won't lie to you. I won't say, oh, there's no time, there's no time. There was honestly time. There was honestly time because there was still time for me to use social media. There was still time for me to socialize and stuff like that. So there was time for me to build a skill. So for people that some people already started business, so you could start a business, learn a skill, develop on those skills and stuff like that. So first things first, the first point is that build a skill or have a skill. If you have an interest in anything, the best time to do that thing, the best time to begin to learn it is in the university, right? It will be a good time for you to do that. It will be amazing. And as I mentioned the other points, you guys will get what I'm saying. The second one is join a community based on your skill. So for example, if you are interested in writing, right, you could join communities of writers, you could join the group or the association of writers. That would be better. You'll be able to get more opportunities to get writing gigs and stuff like that. If you are interested in makeup, there were fashion shows in my school. So maybe the if you're interested in makeup, you could also join the fashion show or stuff like that. And one way you can even get that is that okay, if you know someone that is into modeling in your school, invite this person. Say, oh, hi, I would love to do your makeup for you. I would love to use it for my video content for my page. Maybe on a Saturday when you're not doing anything, you could just invite this person. Okay, I would love to do this, and you showcase what you're doing. So you are basically building your skill, so that when it is time for people, when it's time for events, like when someone wants to celebrate their birthdays, or maybe when it's time to take the picture for graduation, they will think about you first. So there are other things you could do. Then the third thing that I would say is to volunteer your skill. So I already mentioned sort of it there. So for example, if you're a photographer, when events are happening in school, take pictures of people and let and tag them, tag those people that already have like um following. So one thing in life is that someone is always ahead of you, right? If you are starting your makeup business in 300 levels, there's someone that would have started their makeup business while they were in 100 level. If you are someone that is starting your modeling modeling journey on in 100 level, there's someone that must have started their modeling journey in 100 level. So you tag those kinds of those kind of people for growth. So, or if you are interested in coding, right, you volunteer that skill for events, or if you are interested in graphics design. And that's why I mentioned that build a skill as the first point. You must have built on a skill. You must have built on a skill before you could volunteer your stuff. So volunteering photography, graphics design, makeup, writing, and even more. You could even volunteer for events through what you make. Let's say you make necklaces, you make lip glosses, you make perfume oils and stuff like that. You could volunteer for events. Or you can say, "Oh, I want to be a vendor." Hey, I want to be a vendor for your your events. It doesn't even have to be with only even money. If you're a leader, you can be a event planner or part of an event team. Like you can be the lead of a team for events. It's not just about the money, sometimes it's for the experience and stuff like that. Or even if there are so many things you can volunteer your skill for, right? So just be involved. Don't just always go back to the hostel because you're here for school and school reasons. And honestly, if it's not something you can balance, honestly, don't do it. But if it's something you think you can do, yes, maximize the opportunity because you won't be with that number of people again. Then the fourth one is to build friendships. I wish I built friendships more. I wish I connected to people more because honestly, the university, you could see your next business partner, it could be your life partner, it could be your forever friend that you find in school. So I wish I made more friends. I wish I connected with people more and stuff like that. I wish I made myself known. So, for example, what do I, at the end of the video, I will share what I wish I did differently based on the skills I had. Do you get, so that I will make I'm giving an illustration of what I'm saying exactly. So build friendships, like be intentional about people, be networking in events and stuff like that. Okay, I want to be a part of the photography team. Can I volunteer? Stuff like that. Like be involved, be ready to put in the work. Then the last on the list is to take opportunities and maximize it. So for example, in my school, there you're allowed to have businesses, but you register the businesses. So there are some things that students will need, right? Like makeup services, like printing services, also that services. Just think on the services that students will need. There are some students that while in school they already had jobs. Just think on the opportunities they need. So if you see that people need printing, you could register your printing business. For makeup, register your makeup and let people know, begin to build, let people know about what you are doing, volunteer. Whenever they say they want to put on something, you should do something. So just to put more light to what I'm saying. So for me, I do YouTube. I am also interested in like event planning. I'm also interested in like, let's say, coding. So, for example, what I could have done with my interest in coding is that I would have started to build on my skill right from my 100 level. Maybe during the holidays, during the breaks, when I don't have anything doing, I will be learning, I'll be building on those skills. And when it's time for events, I could volunteer my service for the event. And people will say, "Oh, I know this girl for something. She codes and stuff like that." Another thing I could have done is YouTube. So people are actually interested in your school. So, for example, when freshers want to come into school, they will say, they will Google, okay, a day in the life of a government university student, a day in the life of Unilag students, or stuff like that. It is like making you known for something. So you are building up your skill, you are building up opportunities for yourself, and you're even building up money for yourself. So I'm just basically saying that you build up the skill, then when you build up the skill, you volunteer. Then when you volunteer those skills, you begin to take opportunities. So those are the things I wish I did differently. I wish I um did not focus solely on my academics. I wish I made use of the opportunities that were available in school. Like when even events people, like companies from outside come into the school, I wish I attended. I wish I was more involved. Yeah. I hope I was able to communicate my points as much as possible. So thank you guys for watching, and do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. subscribe. Thank you for watching and bye.